end up.
We're not going to know for a couple weeks, they say.
Well, I've been making some moves, so
Mhm.
I guess we'll just see what comes along. So
Yeah.
anyway, so this is what we're going to touch on today. We're looking at trying to get some money from G999, which is a really really old token, to USDT, and I am here with my partner in grime, if you like, Reverend Dr. Denise Elizabeth Hall. My name is Remedy Lee. Soy Kiwi Buenos Aires. Ah, so there we go. So hopefully this is going to be a bomber of an explanation, just as we take some of these baby steps, which is why we got the picture of the baby there, inside the DAO One platform, which is sits inside the Apertum blockchain, which is part of the Avalanche blockchain. Anyway, so what does this mean? What does this mean, the G999 to USDT? Well, I took from an exchange an old coin called G999 and transferred it over onto the DAO One platform, their exchange there. And these coins I purchased like 0.0003 cents each. So I sent, I think it was 247,000 of these coins over to the DAO network, where I got 0.021000 cents. So basically, I took what cost me roughly $63 for those coins, and I turned it into roughly 500. So it's all right. But now what I want to do is see how can I translate this into some cash. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share with you this back office. I've been fiddling around with this, and what we're going to do, I'm going to share this tab with you. We're inside the dashboard on one of these accounts in DAO One, and that balance there was yesterday, I think, $1.36, and then all of a sudden it just went boom, 2031, and I wasn't sure where that came from. So what I did was I went across here to the DEX, which I'm going to share with you now. This is the Apertum DEX, and actually, is it going to be better if I move myself out of the way? I think so. How's that? Do you want to be up here with me, Doc D? Where do we go?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm here.
yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll leave us there like that. And so what we have, if you have a look in here, we going down to search for a token called wrapped G999. Now, that's more or less the amount that I transferred from gstrade.exchange. And I think currently it's sitting on that exchange at 0.001 today. And so anyway, I moved them across. And what I would like to do is transfer, not all of these, but some of them. Let's say, nice round number, to the Apertum coin. Now, why do I want to translate it to the Apertum coin? We can see here that I would get, I've already got some Apertum coins there. I don't want to send it to wrap. What I want to do is I want to move it into USDT. But I think to do that, I first will need to do a movement to Apertum. Now, if I swap these, 100,000 coins, I'm going to get 674 USDT value of Apertum coin, which is cool because let's just see what happens when we try to do this. So we're going to confirm the swap. I'm going to probably authenticate it. And here we go. The transaction cannot succeed due to transfer helper, transfer from failed. Probably an issue with one of the tokens you are swapping. And what I think the issue is that the token that we're having issue with is this wrapped G999, because what it is if we come back to the dashboard, this is open source, so it's decentralized. You can come and set up different applications, networks. You can do that all yourself here from this wizard. You can see here that we have 2 dexes. So a dex is a decentralized exchange. This dex here that I'm showing you now has a relationship with these different coins. But if we go back, you can see that there's a second dex here, version 2. And in version 2, we have a different set of tokens available in here, including this wrapped G999. Now, the reason that we have a second DEX in here is because of this project. This G999 was a gas token for another project, another ecosystem, which is being migrated. So the fact that it's not able to be traded at the moment, I guess, is because of, let's see if it'll let us move to wrapped USDT. You can see how it's not giving me a USDT value here.
I was going to say, you can't get anything for it?
I can get, like if I put it as Apertum or wrapped Apertum coin, no.
I mean, is USDC or USDT?
No.
No.
No. If you look at this, see it's actually, I'll just refresh this page. You can see it. We start off with an option. We plonk that in there and we say we want to swap it for USDTs. Let's say we do. So it's going to give us $841 for those 100,000 wrapped G999. And let's just do a quick calculation here. So I've got my calculator here, handy here. So if it's 0.0211, I think it is. I don't know if you know off the top of your head. I can see here it is on the market for 0.0020. Okay, hold on. 0.0020 18. So if we times that by 8, say 100,000, that would cost 201 USDT to purchase on the exchange if it's at 0.0020. So that's pretty good. So what we would spend is $200, and if we were to move it over to the exchange here and then swap it for USDT wrapped, we would get 841, which is I'm not sure how many X's that is, but that's quite a few X's. So it's like a $600 difference, $640 difference.
That's a lot of fees. Yeah,
that's a lot of fees.
Is
No,
that what
that's
you?
what no, that's what we would make.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I was misunderstanding you.
Yeah, no, if we purchased 100,000 of these G999 coins on the gstrade.exchange and sent them over to the Apertum blockchain here,
Mm,
this DEX is saying that those 100,000 G999 wrapped are
mm.
worth 841 USDT.
And what was the 200 about?
No, the 200, the 201 is 0.0020, which is the price of the G999 coin on the other exchange.
Oh, okay. You were doing a comparison. Okay.
So no, that's yeah. So that's what that
Got
would
it.
be the arbitrage
Yeah.
from one exchange to the other.
Yeah. I get it.
So we do have this here, but I'm gonna say, okay, well, this sounds like a really good idea, but I'm imagining that it's not going to confirm it. Yeah, there we go. So that's really all I have to say about that.
Yeah. I mean, this is where the platforms like a Binance, although they do charge lots of fees, but these other platforms whereby we can get this done becomes very much a relevant issue,
Well, we can get it done, right?
a relevant matter. Yeah. If you can't
So,
move it around. Yeah.
so anyway, so what I was thinking is like, okay, well, if I have this 2,000 USDT value here, I would turn around and get one of these packages here, and I just, which is like either chain trading bot. So purchase this access to the chain trading bot and the mining bot. And because the mining bots aren't available until the coin, the APTM coin, reaches $6.25 value. So even though this one here on the right, if I was to purchase this does not actually start activating and mining APTM until after 20 million blocks.
Our faces are blocking the slideshow.
Are they? Oh. Yeah, but we're so pretty.
Yeah. We so pretty.
There you go. Is it better? It's not really, is it?
No. I don't know why we're on the far right. Now you're on the left.
Now we're all over the place.
No, I still maybe it's my phone.
No, it's not your fault. It's because this is where they put us. I want to see if I can. I'm seeing if I can move us, but doesn't really seem
Anyway,
to.
I was just letting you know we can't really see the right side where you were pointing out the bot. Yeah, now we don't see the slideshow.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know
What's
where the
happening.
option to move it is.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go.
There it is. There it is.
So you don't have to be smart to do this.
Yeah. Well,
so
you surely have to be persistent.
certainly persistent and patient.
Okay.
So that's all I have to share with regards to that, Doc. It was kind of just a hopeful.
Mm-hmm. So what about a projection when she is ready? What's the plan?
The projection, I can show you projections because here they have the.
Because we got to wait, another week or two?
Something like that. This, like, I'm not even following the latest dates because.
Me neither. Because they keep changing.
Well, I'd just rather
Mm. So let's just say it's 2 weeks. What's the plan?
Well, let's say we were to go on there. These are the currencies that you can do the purchases with. So you've got all sorts of stuff available in there with regards to that. The purchase, I'm thinking, like, first of all, the plan is to bring across these G999s and swap some of them out for USDT. If everything's fluid and liquid, I would be tempted to go back onto gstrade.exchange and purchase some more G999 and then move it again. Because if I'm turning $200 into $700, that's good arbitrage.
That is good arbitrage. So, I mean, maybe looking at some numbers, like you were just talking about, the numbers game. Once things get freed up, and let's just say someone has $1,000.
Okay. Well,
let's play. Let's play with some money here.
Well, let's have a look at this. I'm going to have a look at the Radiant here, and because with this Radiant, this 500 USDT purchase gives access to the smart trading bot and the smart money bot. Smart trading bot is going to then allow 500 USDT load, and it will trade up to the target being 500 USDT. So what happens is that basically the chain trading bot is working between blockchains. It's trading between blockchain shifts and value up and down. So that 500 that 1,000 USDT comes back at 1,500
within a period of time.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm not sure when that is.
Okay, so whenever they
fulfill that, whenever they reach that goal. Okay. Exactly.
And then the mining bot.
So then the mining bot, they have an estimator here. Well, it's the same thing. We could use 500 USDT of the G999, which we bought for 0.0003 cents.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We would put that into here and just set it aside so that once these 20 million blocks are
fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, if we come over to the estimator here, it's the Radiant. So let's say at the current price, it would be the equivalent of we would get the equivalent of 4,889 USDT equivalent from the mining of like when that mining bot completes.
So you would just let it ride. We would just
I'm going to let some of it ride.
Yeah.
Because if this mining bot doesn't start until 20 million blocks has passed, and let's say it takes a year for 20 million blocks to go.
Yeah.
By that time, it's going to get up to maybe, let's say, it gets.
You could have quite a bit there.
Say it gets to $2. You know, that's a pretty healthy performance, 4,900%. If it reaches,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you put in how much you can, in a sense, project out.
Exactly.
Such that you can have $1 million.
Okay, so if you want to do that, you would be looking at the price of it getting to, because these estimates are like one APTM coin valued at $1,000 a coin is the
Okay.
equivalent of $2.7 million.
Well, okay, so
So,
half of that, what
so
would
how,
be the worth of the coin?
no, that is if the coin is $1,000 per coin.
So at $500 a coin, you'll have 1 million. Más o
At five,
menos.
exactly.
Yeah. And I
So,
think that's a way to look at it. You want to see where you want to be.
right. So if we put in
And
$500 for the access to the mining bot, and
mm,
if we go back, actually that's actually just if it's paired with USDT. If we pair it to something like,
oh,
because we could pair it with Bitcoin maybe.
I
Let's
would
see.
pair it with Bitcoin. Why would you pair it with anything? I was just gonna say
So if we pair it with
pair it with
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
look at that. It goes to, oh, it's the same.
Same.
So let's have a look at these, see if it changes with any of these coins.
I mean, people complain about Bitcoin's volatility, but if you look over a period of time, and that's what these charts are telling us, you can't just look at one day.
No.
I mean, that's why they have these 1 day, 1 week, 30 days or a month, 6 months, a year, so you can see it's trending
Mm-hmm.
upwards. So be smart. And I would say don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Totally. Absolutely not.
You know, make some strategic, tactical decisions for oneself and your legacy. Yeah. So this is not the one you're going to look at for cash flow. This is more long-term thinking.
Right.
I would say, and that's important also. Now I've got my own way of looking things, and I'm sure brother Ray has his own way. I think it's important to have a triad approach, a trifecta approach, short, medium, long term. I mean, in the short term, you're going to need that Kiyosaki cash flow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you are a startup business enterprise, you want to be building your enterprise. So you also want to be able to expand and grow. And that
Right.
takes resources.
Right.
And so you kind of have to map it out. And I'm saying kind of have to. You need to map it. I don't know
Kind of,
why I say that
sort of,
sometimes.
sort of might
You
as well.
kind of, yes, sort of mind and kind of, yeah. So that's really a basic plan that I do, Reverend Doc D, in the building because, well, I just turned 60. I'm the matriarch of this family. And so I'm not just looking for myself. And then I'm also a minister, so I'm also looking to provide a model prototype. Now we have an ecological prototype that's called Green Pastures Agri Villages Ashrams, how to grow your own food and be self-reliant, self-sufficient. But we also need a model prototype for the economics. And we're in the midst of a paradigm shift. So where do you go? How do you do? ABC 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's a ton of platforms out there, but there's a lot of misconceptions as well. We want to focus more so, if you can, on decentralized, and you need to study up on that in contrast to centralized. I mean, each one of those has their benefits and their disadvantages. So, in many ways, I think is you can stay with decentralized. Now, these platforms that we're looking at, this is a hybrid, correct?
Well, it's a layer one blockchain which sits on top of the Avalanche network. So,
But it has a centralized component to it.
no, it's decentralized. That's why you have this DEX here is a decentralized DEX. This is why the centralized component.
It's because there is a control mechanism in place.
Mm-hmm.
There are people in power, in other words. That's the centralized piece.
So that would be the Apertum Foundation. Would that be
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the
That
people
that's
that
why I call it a hybrid.
so the people that own or operate the Apertum Foundation
Yeah.
would be Joseph Haidt and Dirk Zalman.
And dirt, yeah.
Okay. So,
And it's good to talk
well,
about it because people need to know it's not just a smart contract. It's much more than that.
so for something to be fully decentralized,
That's like Rain B&B
Airbnb, because it's just operating
on its own.
on its own.
Mm.
So all of the movements and transactions that are generated, all the fees that are generated from all the transactions
Mm.
adds value to the OPBNB coin,
B&B. Yeah,
which doesn't have an owner per se.
correct.
Okay.
The people own it. And some
Right.
people call that democratize or consensus because it's on the blockchain.
Okay.
And so when the transactions go through, they all have to agree or it won't go through. So
So
by consensus, every block on that chain has to agree such that the transaction will go through.
yeah, well, that's the same as this. It's like
Exactly.
it's like any blockchain. It's the
Correct.
same. So
But I'm saying there's centralized and decentralized blockchains. That's what
uh-huh.
the takeaway is, I guess, is what I'm saying today.
Okay.
That people need to be aware of. The basic technology is blockchain. It's just a tool.
Okay. So if we're looking at this as a hybrid,
Mm-hmm.
it's a decentralized system. It's a DAO. It's a decentralized automated organization,
Mm-hmm.
and so it has people, community in here, who are mining this
Correct.
this APTM coin, and a
Mm-hmm.
portion of the value that is received from mining, uh, an amount of that goes back to the foundation.
Yeah. So that's where the hybridization is there.
So what they do is receive a percentage of the transaction fees. So a
Mm-hmm.
portion of the transaction fees are burnt using the burning mechanism, which is this.
Mm-hmm.
So this shows you how many of these APTM coins have been burnt to date. So which is of the 60 million APT, APTM coins mined, there has been 2.5 million USDT value burned.
And what does that mean, Burn,
That
Brother
means,
Ray?
oh, exactly. What does that actually mean? Well, they say destroyed. So I guess
Mm,
that it's removed from the from the account. It's removed
It's removed from the pool. Yeah.
it's
The
removed from.
available. Mm-hmm.
So that just is, it's basically creating a degree of scarcity.
There you go. I'm glad that's what you, yeah, exactly.
So
So it improves the value. It increases the value.
exactly. So there's only going to be uh, X number of Apertum available to be mined. I don't know what the
Yes.
number is off the top of my
I don't
head,
know what it is either. Yeah, that's
but
important. Mm-hmm.
but they have mined today 239,000 APTM. So if we're thinking that, so if that's today, so 239,000 APTM, it wouldn't take that long to go through 20 million blocks, no?
The numbers are so small, I can't really. Is it
Uh,
239? Oh, there is a dot there. Okay.
yeah.
Because it looks like from here, it looks like million, but it's
So
thousand.
239,
And it's 0.757. Okay. So yeah, they're at about 240,000, 240,000 más o menos, more or less.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not. Math ain't my
It
bag.
potentially, yeah, well, once it fully launches, that it's going to accelerate.
Well, I mean, this blockchain's only been
Yeah,
operational since January, February this year.
yeah. So it's a baby.
So it's a real baby, and they say
Uh-huh.
it's the fastest growing
Exactly.
blockchain this year. So
Yeah, exactly. So I think once it fully launches, it's going to take off. We don't have Crypto Steve with us. He's good at projections because he's been following crypto. I have too much else to do to be
exactly.
following crypto all day, every day. But I do
And
look at trends. Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, if you are like specifically code code minded and analogical logically minded,
Mm-hmm.
uh, this is where you can create. This is actually we created a token on here, didn't we, Don?
We did.
Yep. So then
And we'll
once
probably
it's
create some more with Murph.
exactly so
I'm
once
looking
we
forward
are
to that.
once we're in that mode, we can
Yeah.
go over here and check our.
So anybody out there who is agriculturalists, small scale organic farmers, sustainable farming, veterinarians, people who are involved with sustainable regenerative agriculture. So of course we're gonna start. Well, I'm gonna start where I'm at, which is the United States, and we're looking to connect the farmers and the people, farmers markets, farmers and artisans markets, because people are wanting to have access to food and the farmers that grow that food. Amen.
Amen.
And fresh produce that hasn't been dumped with a bunch of chemicals.
We
Now,
do have a hobby farm animals here.
oh,
I'm not sure what's going on here, but we've got one
okay.
person holds these. We got a horse NFT, a pig,
Oh, look
a
at there.
llama, a duck.
Okay.
So
Is that sheep? It's hard to see. A
is it
goat?
sheep?
That's a rabbit. Is
Rabbit.
that a rabbit? Yeah,
It's a rabbit, and then we've got a.
that's a good idea. Looks like a lamb.
That's a big
Little
lamb.
lamb.
No,
Okay.
these are goats,
Mary had a little lamb.
and a donkey, or it could be an ass. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a sheep and a chicken. So
Those are
anyway,
some great assets.
assets. There we go. I see what you did
Get
there.
up on those assets.
So you're able to check what transfer. So we can see where these have been transferred to. Probably this has been transferred over onto transferred over to.
Hobby Farm.
No, maybe it's gone to maybe this address here. We can search for it. Is Open Plaza or Open Sea. So perhaps it's created these and then
OpenSea.
and then gone. So here we go. What are we looking at here?
I don't
That
know.
means to this address. Tokens.
Kind of tiny.
It's like net
That's
worth.
great.
So they've got 7 tokens on here. So Eclipse token, don't know what that is. So this is the beauty of the blockchain. You can see basically what the accounts are holding, what they're doing,
Sure.
where they're moving to. Got a lot of token transfers here.
You know, I was at the farmers at the harvest party or celebration on Saturday. You know, you just lead me to think about, I was wondering about the MERV token. And I think it would really serve actually to get back to some bartering. And that's what it could be used for, bartering. So it would have an established value based on whatever in-country value people placed upon it. So let's just say it's a dozen eggs. Now, depending on which farmer's market you go to here, you might pay $8 US dollars for a dozen eggs, or some places it's even $10. $10. That's almost $1 an egg. God dang.
$1 an egg.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is a gold. That's not a golden. That's a golden chicken, not a golden goose.
Okay. And I was speaking to people about raising their own chickens and such and so. If they themselves, we had beekeepers there. Let's just say they have a big, nice jar of honey. But they don't necessarily want to use currency. They could have tokens. And so for every $10, that's a token. Maybe one token is $10. I don't know. I'm just.
So you would. Okay. So if you have your honey token, for example,
it's just a plain MERV token. It's worth $10. And so let's say the eggs are $10, and that jar of honey is $10. That's a swap. Token for token.
Okay.
And you don't have to deal with any currency per se. What do you think of that?
It's good.
Get back to the barter system. So,
well, I mean, everybody, you're going to have a bunch of different, like you have millions of different cryptocurrencies in the world.
Absolutely. But just like you were looking at getting it to USDT or USDC or whatever their local currency, you don't even have to be bothered with that. You just make a quick exchange right there in person. And let's just say we do want to. Maybe there's a difference of $2 or something. Then the rest of that can go on your Banca's card. If you need some petrol to go home, or you take a taxi to get home, or whatever you're going to need the $2 for. Or maybe you want to buy a burrito or something. Empanada or cafe or something. Then you have some currency. Yeah.
I'm just looking at these honey currencies, honey cryptocurrencies.
Oh, so there are some already.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, that honey one's worth $1.77.
Okay, there you go.
So let's have a look at this.
See,
So
I
let's
love
see
that.
what its daily trade
Mm,
is like.
yeah, there you are. Looks like it's going, that one was going down. This one's leaning toward going up.
So this one's looking like it's gonna pop up again.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
we
see
take a
that.
longer view. Uh,
That
what's the
one's trending down. That one's
no?
trending down.
This was dropped right back to 170. So
Hmm. What's the time frame? Is that a month or a week or what?
that is how long's this been around?
It's too
Uh,
little. I can't read it.
yeah, I guess the inception point was November 24.
Oh, so that's going on a year.
Uh
10
huh.
months. 10 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So if you look at at the macro here over the course of a
Mm-hmm.
year,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a
Mm-hmm.
bit bouncy,
I
but
see it.
there's some volume there. I mean, it's still at
Mm-hmm.
$1.70. That's not bad at all.
Oh, yeah, that there's lots of room to grow. And I
So
think, this is a great exercise because people sometimes don't know what they're worth or if they're producing a product. It's like, what is it worth? Like I've seen those little jars of Manuka honey that's so
mhm.
popular here. And one little jar is like 50 US dollars.
I know it's amazing.
Well, it's coming from, across the planet. And now we got tariffs times 10. You can charge you a bunch of money to bring it in on ship. How else is it going to get here? So
Exactly.
that's why it's so important to have small scale. So you're not paying for the transport and all the handlers and the what we call the chain of custody
Exactly.
from farm to end user. And then we want the local farmers and producers to benefit from having a very well developed vertical integration system where they can prove their chain of custody from farm to end user. That's a benefit because I guarantee various foods and products, over time. That's why we have expired by, sell by. I was just talking to my sister about this. Various dates on these labels to convey to the end user, how safe it is.
Right.
Well, I mean, a lot of these companies, they're not telling the complete truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Well, you look at these barcodes on the eggs. I saw
There
a
you
video
go.
guy going, okay, well, we have a
Perfect
selection of five
example.
five different egg suppliers supposedly
Mm.
here, different brands and makeups, and he checks the barcodes. He goes, well, three of these are all coming from the same farm. One of these marks here is saying that they're organic, and he goes, I doubt very much that they
Yeah,
have,
perfect example.
you know, and
Perfect example.
but I
Like,
mean, if you don't know, you don't know. So
that's true. And I think people are more trusting than they need to be. And I don't know if folks were paying attention to the United Nations last week, but we about to have a shake it up
mhm.
with
Oh yeah,
with on a planetary scale because some of these countries they're not putting up with the imperialistic colonistic ways that's been
Yeah.
going on.
It's really interesting too,
I
because like,
mean,
it's
it was fire.
not often that you see
Mm.
such such strong
Oh my gosh, the
pushback.
women leadership. Woo. I can't
Yeah,
remember where she was from. Was it
Mexico,
Slovenia?
um,
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
The woman
Wow.
from the prime minister from Slovenia. Woo! I
Yeah.
I I I I kept that one. Um, Bahamas. I can't remember all their names, but many of them. And then a lot of people stood up for Gaza. They did. They did. It's just amazing.
Wow, the big walkout, you mean?
All of the above.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm talking about leaders standing up and saying we support a two-state solution. They would mention it during their own address to the leadership. And then when Israel went up, yeah, a bunch of them walked out. Yeah, it was pretty fiery last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. You know, everything is related. All of this is related. And actually, this morning I just decided that's the name I'm going to call my little 30-minute homily. And it'll be on Sunday mornings
Okay.
in between meditations and worship services.
Hey,
I don't
speaking
want to
of, do you
be
remember
on
the
there
name of
too
the
long.
token that
Of
you
who?
created? Do you remember the name of the token that we created?
Holy Union.
Holy Union. Let's have a look.
Oh,
Holy.
are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. That's all right. Nobody's watching anyway.
Okay.
Holy
I
Union.
had people off and on mine, which was kind of fun to see people
Holy
sign
Union.
on and then sign off.
It's you. The hub. Ah, not it. Was it hub? Wasn't hub, was it?
Holy, HOLY. It's music,
Uh-huh.
lyrics.
Yep.
Mm. Can I put it in the chat?
Holy.
Holy.
It should show up just with holy.
Mm.
Tokens.
I put it in the chat.
Holy Union Music. Whereabouts would it be? Should be there under tokens.
Oh.
Dex pairs or tokens.
Was it on the Apertum or I don't know if we
Oh,
launched.
maybe it's on DAO.
I don't think we launched it on Apertum.
Ah, you're so clever.
I'm not clever.
Yeah, you are.
I just stay around and keep learning
Here we go.
what
Let's
little
have a
bit
look.
I can.
So we go into the Explorer here.
Mm.
Here we go. Now we're going to find it. No?
No? Yes? Maybe so.
H.
I don't know. Maybe it ended up on OpenSea. I don't know.
No, I don't think we did that. Did we? Did you?
I don't know. I can't really recall. But I have been working on the music, actually. So
What was the ticker? What were the ticker letters?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I think it was HUH.
Ah,
Holy Union Hymn.
there it is. Holy
There it is.
Union Lyrics. HUH.
Yeah, HUH.
There it is.
Holy Union Hymn. It's meant to be a hymn, but my cousin's been working on it. It's gone from hymn to dance music. It's like, oh my gosh, which might be okay. Mm-hmm.
That was 4 months ago, Doc.
It had a little beat to it. Yeah.
It's a while ago.
I'm working on a few musical, for lack of better language, products. Working on one that is for animals.
Mm-hmm.
When people are away and their fur angels are home alone, and it's better than leaving the television on all the time. It's music.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working on some fractal music. So, and then I'm coming up with some scripts that will be spoken in a frequency that is inaudible to the human ear. It's
Okay.
just it's just like we love you and stuff like that.
So we
You're
could
you're the
add
best thing.
that to this. This is Deaf Power. So this would be a great addition to Deaf Power.
To who?
Deaf Power coin. So
Wow.
there's a big deaf community on DAO,
Oh,
and so you have deaf power coins.
yeah, but they can't. It's inaudible.
Yeah, well, it's perfect for them then, because they can't hear it anyway.
I don't get it, brother. It's for dogs for companion animals to hear.
Oh, okay.
It's not a visual. There are visual fractals, which that's a good point. I love those as well. The kaleidoscope looking stuff, the geometric, the sacred geometry.
Right.
I actually like them both together. So if we can do that, that's great. Like the Mondo Brat, I really enjoyed the Mondo Brat and the solfeggios. And I like a lot of it because it really helps with the brain. It helps balance the brain, keeps your third eye open, keeps the neuronals functioning. You know, it gives the brain something to do, and I call it like a brain balm. Yeah, Mondabra, yeah. I
This
am
is
so in love with this thing. I am so I'm I'm so in love with this.
I love those
I
cartoon drawings too that they do where
oh my
they
God.
go deeper and deeper and deeper and smaller and
I
smaller.
am so in love with this. I actually in the parsonage, I totally look at that. I just totally want to, and I've been looking for them. They would be convex spherical monitors that would be displaying these in every room, in every room. So you can just look up and it's showing that. Yeah. And of course, Not all the time. Then the other time will be showing like, I don't know, National Geographic scuba. Yeah, but this stuff is amazing. It's
Yeah.
all math.
Yep.
It's numbers.
It's
This is
just
how. Yeah.
the basic equation is everything either goes to a one or to a zero.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're seeing is all the black spaces is the zero, and all the one
Mm-hmm.
is the expression. That
Mm-hmm.
expression of the ones is what we see as a fractal. So it's really interesting too, because this is what the mystic Hindu yogis and
There you
that
go.
they came up with this just by diving into their brain
The meditation. Yeah,
and meditation.
absolutely. Nature is a fractal. The sacred geometry. This is the language of the creator, basically.
Yeah.
This is how she, and I'll say she intentionally, communicates. This is how she expands. You can
So
see it right.
if we
Oh,
stop
go
there
ahead.
and see that the top right, 2 inches down
Mm.
from the side, that's where Earth is in the universe. Oh,
You
we're
know,
gone.
yeah, we're constantly expanding, and
Exactly.
and people see there's not an edge. It's a constant expansion.
Yeah, just like everything that you see, everything
Yeah,
natural.
and so people keep wanting to send satellites to get to the end of the galaxy. That's like,
So where are you gonna go?
yeah.
Yeah, you can just stay right where you are, and you're gonna go there anyway.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. And you
So
don't have to have any what do you call those mushrooms?
no.
This is a way to in a sense get high off of life, get high off of creation, get high off of the creator.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to ingest anything. This is what people see supposedly when they do get on some of these psychotropic drugs. But you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You just go
Wow.
within. It's all coming from within each and every one of us, created in the likeness and the image of the divine. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
I
All
didn't
right.
know
Well, I'm
you
gonna stop.
knew. I didn't know you knew so much about it. That's great.
No, because like there's a whole dance culture around this music
Mm.
as well, which is great. It's the my intro into electronic music
Oh.
and dance was all around this fractal music.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. I
really.
didn't know there's a whole dance culture. You said.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, there's one I remember a nice album. What was it called? Got to
Oh.
Goa. Obviously, Goa is in
Goa.
India.
Send it to me if you have it, a link, and I would love to look at it.
Well, no, this is what it sounds like.
Oh.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, I see. Goa. I see. I hear it.
So if you, that's what would you call it? Voyaging music, I guess.
Okay. Got it. I see. I hear it.
So, okay, well, I guess
Thank you for inviting me.
you're welcome. I'm going to shut this live stream down. And unfortunately, we didn't get to. We got the G999, but we didn't get it to USDT. But anyway,
in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We'll put that on pause, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thank you.